everyone, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Path Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. Bitcoin gold update. This is forming a pretty big potential double bottom pattern. It would require a close above 297 to trigger. Then the levels would be 348, 374, and 400. But it is only on a closing basis above 297. After this moves up and then comes back down and forms another bottom, it would be a triple bottom, and those targets are invalid, so keep that in mind. Right now, it has not been able to sustain a move on a closing basis above the rotation zone, so we're still getting sellers coming in, so mind the rotation zone. Right now, the top of the rotation zone is sitting about 270. If we were to get another sell-off, just in case if a sell-off happens before we get another video out, given the holiday season, the first minor level is 176.20. The major level is 162 to 164, and then below that is 136. So if we saw more selling pressure and broke to new lows, be it below 193, that's what we'll be watching for. Also, if we do get a close or a very momentum sustained push below 222, we'll then be looking to retest the lows from December 22nd. Checking in on the daily chart. So here we have the daily chart sitting again right at the 50-day exponential. Now it looks like we're going to get the first cross rotation zone unless we get a pretty quick rally within the next day. It looks like this is going to cross, and then we'll have more overhead resistance, which will be another negative for the time being for Bitcoin gold. Switching over to Bitcoin Cash, could not get up to the final target on the double bottom. It is still valid. It would not be stopped out. We were raising the stop, and there was profit taking. There was also end of a clear path move, which generally does tend to stop a lot of moves, because there was a trend line trade triggered here, and you see it poked above there, poked above there, poked above there. It was also, we had this little cluster area here. So we're still watching for a rotation back up. We did get another cross the rotation zone. It now has to get above this 2691 level. Then we'll be watching for a return to about 2863, and then above that 3081, and then eventually 3263. If we get a close below the 2300 level, that is the 62.5% retracement level. That would not be positive for this. Then we'd be looking for a return to 2116, then the major cluster area at 1938, and then a retest of the lows at 1760 should we get more selling pressure. Let's check in on the daily chart. Daily chart still is holding above the rotation zone. You can see the rotation zone is creeping up, so the bottom of the rotation zone, which would be major support areas, just above the 75% gain level, and it's trading right now at about 2150, so that is major support. Just should we get another sell-off based off the daily chart. Finally, over to the original Bitcoin. Again, can't get above the rotation zone, the upper end of the rotation zone on the 4-hour chart, sitting here at about 13,884. So that is major key resistance. We've also had some minor resistance right now here at the bottom of the rotation zone and this GAN level coming in about 13,000, 12,997. So if we do get back above there, we'll be watching for about a return to 13,800 area. We also have this massive potential double bottom, but that would require a close above 15,000, and the targets for that would be 17,148, 18,223, and 19,298. But those targets are only valid if we do get a closing value above this $15,000 mark, and if we don't come back down, rotate down, and form another major bottom, which would give it a triple bottom pattern. If we were to have another sell-off, again, there's selling pressure coming in, we'd be watching for a close below this 11,848, which is very key. The next levels below there is 10,700 to 10,834. There's a little cluster in there. Then if we break to new lows, the next level's down 95.51 and 84.02. There's an intermediate level also at about 9032. So it would be definitely, again, we're not aggressive here. There was a little trade up through the rotation zone. Everything was peeled off. Now it's just drifted back down, and there's no new aggressive setup yet. There's no trade trigger at this point for us of anything we're watching. We really need to get above the rotation zone, then get pullbacks into the first cross rotation zone, or trigger this very large potential double bottom pattern to do anything right now from the long side. Let's check in on the daily chart for Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin still holding just above the 50 exponential moving average, and it looks like if this can't get a pretty decent rally pretty quickly, we're going to get the first cross of the rotation zone, and then that will be even more resistance to the upside and could propel this down further. So that's what we're going to keep our eyes on with the Bitcoin series. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. And everybody have happy holidays. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and we will talk to everyone shortly. Goodbye for now.